These are dark and troubling times for my fantasy team. And in these trying times, I think it's really important to maintain a sense of identity. So I've identified with an NFL team. And I know what you're thinking. Fly, Eagles, fly. Caw-caw! No. The Eagles are good. My team, we suck. So I've identified with another team. The Miami Dolphins. That's right, the Miami Dolphins, who came into the year with high hopes. They signed a veteran, proven quarterback in Jay Cutler, or Matt Ryan, who disappointed all season long. They had an inconsistent run game that never really worked out. They have some of the best wide receivers in the league, who have just been waiting around for the rest of the team to get their shit together. DeAndre Hopkins, I really appreciate you, dude. You've been killing it this year, and everybody else sucks. But more about Dolphins later. For now, let's get into the matchups. First up, we have a completely irrelevant game between Stouty Sunburns and Team Missing Persons. Both teams have no chance at the playoffs, but at least Stouty can hang his head high with another win. However, Stouty did still manage to play the wrong quarterback and defense. Next, I played Jacob this week, so you will never guess who scored the most points. Yup, the Fighting Blizzards. And that's all I have to say about that. The Sagging Suspenders struggled again this time in a potential playoff matchup against Lawhorn's Lovable Losers. I think the smart money is on my dad to make a quick exit when the playoffs start. In another possible playoff matchup, the Custodial Engineers took down the Tuesday Morning Glories. At least Luby got to find out about his loss before bedtime this week. And in the only matchup that really mattered, the Hanging Chads clung with slim hopes to a playoff spot. Now all Chad needs is a win over Luby next week to clinch a playoff spot. Let's see how he did in Week 13. Aw, sorry buddy. Looks like you blew it. In all fairness, if you can't score 80 points, you don't deserve to be in the playoffs anyway. And since none of the other matchups matter, I won't go into detail. Lawhorn won, Dad won, Casey won. And finally, I played Malorie this week, so guess who scored the most points in the league? Haha, not Malorie! Woohoo! I finally won! It's a frickin' fantasy miracle. Now it's time for this week's Coach's Spotlight. This week's Spotlight is the beautiful Malorie Mullinger, also known as Malo, the Queen, and Badass, although that one's mostly my fault. Malorie went to the University of Cincinnati, where she studied how to clean up poop and take care of heroin addicts. Some of her accomplishments include trying to use her Facebook profile to get a drink at a bar, losing her Cincinnati scholarship, and boasting an undefeated record against Lawhorn all time. Well done, Mal. Two of her most impressive accomplishments, however, include winning Homecoming Queen at Mullinger High School and winning Queen of Hearts for Sig Ep, both of which seem to have a lot more to do with me than they do with her. You're welcome, Malorie. Also, if you check out Malorie's Instagram page, her average photo contains about 75 likes. However, the average photo with me in it has about 150 likes. Once again, Malorie, and for everything, you're welcome. Alrighty, now it's time for this week's mailbox. First up, Dear Brian, I'm 5-7, and everyone wants to fire me. You were 5-7, and you still get to coach next year. How is that fair? Sincerely, Marvin Lewis. Next. Dear Brian, I heard you like dolphins, so here are my top 5 dolphin facts. 1. Dolphins have 100 teeth but no jaw muscles. Huh, that's like Isaiah Crowell has 15 carries and still no points. Number 2. Dolphins use only half their brain while they sleep. Wow, just like only half my team shows up every week. 3. Dolphins give themselves names. Just like I named everyone in the league. You're welcome. 4. Dolphins are extremely intelligent. 5. Dolphins are very competitive and extremely sore losers. That one doesn't apply to me. Weird. Sincerely, Ray Finkel, a.k.a. Louis Einhorn. P.S. Laces out, Dan. And finally, Dear Brian, This is an absolutely unacceptable group of playoff coaches. Casey and Lawhorn are far too ugly to have a goddess like me on their arm. Your dad is way too old, and did I hear Luby still lives with his parents? Are you kidding me? I miss you already. Regretfully, the league trophy. P.S. Please, please, please don't let Casey win. I hear he has a tendency to get overly attached. Miss Trophy, I'm sorry again, and you're right about Casey. I guess all we can do now is hope he doesn't win. See you guys in the playoffs.